What about the letters of rec? Is there anything more we could share about that?
Yeah. So when you ask, first of all, look at each individual application to get a sense of what's required. Um, Generally the maximum required or allowable for applications is 4. So if you can have 4 quality letters of recommendation, that's great, but you don't need them. Mostly you're required to submit 1 or 2. So in that case, you want to ask the people that you are confident are going to be able to write you really strong letters of recommendation. And if you ask someone and they seem to hesitate, take that as your message that they don't have the time, they're not sure if they're able to do it, they might not know you as well as you think that they do, and they're giving you the cue that I need to look elsewhere for the letter. And again, as we said before, there's no title requirements. There's no, I need to get the president of the college to write it, or I need to get the head of the department to write it, or some famous author, whatever. You just want someone, again, that can talk about you as a person, about how they know your character, how they know your ability to both work individually, work as a team. If they can assess your writing, again, that's helpful. They can assess your critical thinking and your judgment. That's also helpful. Ask your recommenders early so that you're giving them enough time to write you a thoughtful letter of recommendation. All of that is good. And then submit a resume. So if you're asking your recommender, to write you a letter, if your personal statement is done, send them an email with your personal statement and your resume, so they have an understanding of why you're pursuing this endeavor. And so they can, it's almost like they'll be able to bolster their argument for you with a little bit more facts as they're going through.
Right. The more detail you can give them, the easier you're making their job.
Exactly. And you're tailoring it to who you are too. I mean, in that respect, you're controlling the narrative as best you can, because this is the one aspect of the application that you have the least control over, because you're essentially putting in the hands of someone else. So the more information that you can give them, the more advance notice that you can give them is all helpful for getting the best result.
Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.